hari.
Okay, so what is your question?
From thinking to eyeing.
So what is, yeah, what is awing? You want to know? It's a new word which is not even in English because English is very limited. So what is awing is where the thinking is not riding you all the time, and most of the life, most of the people living is all the time thinking. Thinking is, and it exceed, when it's too much of thinking, it become anxiety, which is the root cause of all stress, root cause of all psychosomatic illnesses, and that. So life, like normally, into three stages: waking, sleeping, dreaming. So how would you define dreaming? When you are dreaming, your eyes are closed, but still you are seeing. You suppose you are dreaming of camels, you see a camel. How your eyes can see when eyes are closed? So there is something behind the eyes, behind the senses. And that is the self, people call with different word, the spirit, which use the senses. So five senses, they give birth to the world when we wake up from the sleep. A light, like a light, comes through the personal memory, but is the life only limited to body, mind, and past memory? Then life is worse than animals, because animals, they live 100% whatever their level are at. The camels, the sea animals, they are linear, they are not split into good, bad, right, wrong all the time. Worry, thinking multiplied 10 times, 100 times, that becomes a worry. Is the, if we observe the cats and the dogs in comparison to the planning of with the animals, do they have diary, do they have this iPhone, and worry? Although the age of information has make it comfortable, but at the same time it has also bring bigger worries, because that mind which can order food at home with 20 restaurant and but cannot decide, is more worried, and so where is the peace it is looking for? Is it in just ordering 10 restaurant, not only 10, but they coming to you, they come to your door? that is comfortable, but still not peaceful. Even you have eaten all the food, still not peaceful. Who is it that have choices but still not peaceful? So that is the beyond the sensory perceptions, and that is the mind which decide left, yes and no, because this is the one which is seeking. The seeker is seeking restlessness is there everywhere in every person, young, middle-aged, old. All you see is worry, and mind restless. What it is, as long as you are on dream level, then what choice you have? The dream is dreaming you, or you are dreaming the dream? You are not dreaming the dream is dreaming you. So, is there a fourth state from wake, sleep, dream? And that is the awakefulness, or the other name of that is knowing the reality of you, which goes beyond name and form, beyond the memory. Memory is all you know, past, repeating, reacting. So what is this awing? Awing is when the mind stops, the chattering of the mind stops. So normal, easy way people use or people know is through sex, drug, rock and roll and drugs. They do stop this chattering of mind for a minute, for 2 minutes. But it's not the real solution, which is the real, is not the real revolution or real solution. That is just a temporary escape. That's a temporary forgetfulness, and then it comes back with the interest. So, like if you are dreaming the dream, it's still a dream. If you are dreaming that you have become king or a servant of a king, or it's still the same. The prison is the same, whether is the prison made up of gold or the iron, is still the prison, because you are still in a little narrow hole. So, and the moment when you wake up, then all that illusory dream, which is the product of duality. Duality means pleasure and pain, name and fame are all the same. That's the name of the game. So you wake up from the dream, then you feel, you stop that suffering, you wake up to a new state. And what is this thinking is kind of a dream. It's a kind of a another dream. So, like what is awing is this, you know, you have watched the children, and very small children, they are in that state of awe, awesome. What is awe is when mind is awake but dead to the thinking. That means you are observing only, without the reacting. Simple observation. Without the thoughts running. So that happen. Suppose you go to a vacation, you go to Hawaii or some extra wonderful place. For 1 minute, that awe take your mind and body. But it may last 1 minute or 2 minutes. Then you pull out the camera and repeat the same because you are more worried to show it to your friends, relative, and to give again back into the thinking and memories. So is it possible to live in that awing state, which is a giving birth to a new man? And yes, it is returning to the child-like state. It's not ignorance, it's not passivity, but it is absolute activity. But you are not what you can call, you are not hindrance by anything. You are not like, what do you call that word? You are not reacting to anything. You are simply observing. Otherwise, all the time you are reacting, acting, reacting. So this state is innocent space, and it has no duality, no opposite, and this is the most wealthy state. Why? Because you are restful in your soul, in your spirit, which is infinite, unbounded consciousness, here and now. Peace. It is